Season 6 of Miraculous Ladybug is already one of the best seasons in the series, and I think has potential to become the best season. Something this series has always suffered from is pacing issues, which we largely see with the way the seasons have evolved over the years. Season 1 was very much focused on an episodic telling of different people being akumatized, and it was a character study of each of those characters, particularly Marinette's classmates. While seasons 4 and 5 were very narrative focused. One particular season 4 episode that's always kind of irked me a little bit is Penultime because of the way these 4 Miraculous holders were introduced. Now, I thought Penultime was a very fun episode, but unlike the rest of the other Miraculous holders, we didn't get a proper introductory episode for these 4 characters. And honestly, I feel like that was a great reflection of the direction that the show was going with seasons 4 and 5, where we got a lot less of that individual character focus, and it was largely just an overall story focus. But season 6 has been doing a phenomenal job of making up for that, and I think the best example of it comes from these characters right here. The first episode that starts exploring this is Daddy Cop, in which Sabrina is kind of discovering herself and her identity outside of being Chloe's lackey. Now, I think the timing of this episode wasn't great in the overall series, because I feel like this is an episode that should have happened earlier, but with none of the characters having the Miraculous in season 5, it kind of makes sense why it didn't. So Daddy Cop does an excellent job of showcasing how Sabrina is rediscovering herself, so we get to know her as a personal character more, and it's showcased in the change of her design from this original design to this fucking gorgeous new one, as well as her civilian redesign, which I'm not a huge fan of, but I like it more than I did initially after seeing it within the context of the episode. But this episode essentially serves as what would have happened prior to Penultime if we had a proper episode exploring Sabrina, and the same applies to Ivan and Nathaniel now.